God. The King sisters, the original King sisters.
Yeah, I'm the baby of 6 girls and 2 boys.
Really?
Really.
How did you get started with the King sisters, first of all?
Well, I was a mistake.
Come on, what do you mean by that?
I was the 8th child, but I was born a lot later. All the kids were 2 years apart, and then Mother and Daddy didn't know what caused babies.
Eight? You were the 8th? How many kids did you?
8 kids.
8 kids. So you're the last. You're the baby.
I came along a lot later. My sisters were starting their career.
Right.
And I was a little baby. And when they went with Horace Heidt, and then they formed their own orchestra with Alvino Ray and started recording with RCA Victor, as each sister got pregnant and married and pregnant.
Right.
I substituted for them. I started subbing when I was like 6.
The original?
That's the 4 that were on television.
On television,
and
yes.
they recorded with Capitol. And did all the nightclubs and
You
Vegas.
had your own television show for a long time.
The King Family Show.
The King Family Show. What a great show that was. I'm looking at look at this. I am just looking right now.
This is my father as a young man with my 7 brothers and sisters before I was born. He was a music teacher. And he had a vaudeville act, so when he wasn't teaching school, he took all the kids and mother into little towns, put up a poster on a tree, and found a concert hall and said, I'm doing a concert tonight.
Is that exactly what that?
Yeah, and he taught them all how to play.
Look at this
and
one
it
right
grew
here.
Into...
Look at this. Look. Where are you there?
I'm right there.
Oh, God, look at that.
That's my little girl, and that's...
When you look at that picture, Marilyn, what do you think about when you see a whole family there?
Well,
a wholesome family, too.
It was, and we still are.
You still are?
There's still 4 sisters left. Look at the back page here. No, the back.
The back page?
The very back.
Uh-huh.
That's...
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, this is the original family. Now, look at them.
That's the 8 brothers and sisters, and their many children at that time.
Wow. Where was this taken, Marilyn?
That was on
the show?
On McCall's magazine. It was a big story.
Oh, great.
Remember McCall's?
Yes, of course. Family magazine.
That's
right.
right.
You belong right there.
Anyway, I substituted for the King Sisters in my last year of high school. Alvino Ray took me out of school, much to my dismay, because I loved school, and took me on the road with the bad musicians.
Really?
I did 3 years of one-nighters with Alvino Ray.
With Alvino Ray.
And we did our own, we had a TV show in San Francisco. In fact, we won an Emmy in 1951.
Really? You were in San Francisco having your own television show?
Yeah, I was
then?
singing at the St. Francis Hotel with Alvino's big band, and then we did a TV show once a week. In the meantime, Daddy taught me opera and wanted me to...
be an opera singer?
He wanted me to be a musical Broadway star.
But you did Broadway. You did musical
much
comedies.
later.
Yeah, but you did a lot of good ones. Gypsy? How about Gypsy?
I did Hello, Dolly, the lead.
Uh-huh.
And I did Guys and Dolls in New York. I did the lead.
Did you really?
I did Sarah, the Salvation Army girl.
Yeah,
I got to sing If I Were a Bell, I Got a Bing, Gonna Bing, Bing. You know, she was supposed to be drunk in Havana.
Yeah, right, the Salvation Army lady.
Yeah, right.
That was fun, probably, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Looking back over your career, Marilyn, with all your sisters and your family, what goes through your mind today? Because you've lost several.
I've lost 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but the oldest sister is still alive. She's 95.
She's 95.
And the 2 middle sisters here,
Let's see. These 2.
Vonnie and I, are still alive. We lost Louise and Alice.
Oh, these 2.
Those 2 are gone.
I see.
But Vonnie and Donna and Maxine and myself, we're still kicking. Vonnie's in Sacramento. She's 86. And Donna's going to move to Dallas, and she's 87.
Does you all get together and do things together to sing?
Not as much now, but we always did.
Always did, yeah.
We always really were ridiculously emotional about holidays. That's why we did all those King Family holiday specials.
Right.
Because in real life, we would get together for 4th of July, for birthdays.
And
for
Christmas. Christmas is the most important for the King sisters.
Yeah.
Like Bing Crosby.
We had our King Family Christmas shows.
Right.
all the time, and we exchanged gifts. We still do, those of us that are around.
I want to show a clip of my audience
Okay.
about. I think this is from your. I think Milton Berle's
This
doing
was from the Hollywood Palace, and this is
on Vine Street, the Hollywood Palace, right?
Right. That was on ABC Network once a week.
Uh-huh.
It was an hour show, and it was wonderful. They had all the big stars, a big 40-piece orchestra. And this was my first television debut with Milton Berle as the host.
Well, let's
on
see
the
it.
Hollywood Palace Orchestra.
Okay, let's see it. Okay.
Marks the first solo appearance in the Hollywood Palace of one of the outstanding members of the very, very famous King family. So, ladies and gentlemen, on a real Hollywood Palace reception for the very, very lovely and talented Miss Marilyn King.
Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and really eased the pain. Well, the dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Oh, sunny one, so true, I love you. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine bouquet. Sunny, thank you for the love you brought my way. You gave to me your all in all. Now I feel 10 feet tall. Oh, sunny one, so true, I love you. Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and really eased the pain. Oh, the dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Oh, sunny one, so true, I love you. Sunny, thank you for that smile upon your face. Sunny, thank you for that gleam that glows with grace. You're my spark of nature's fire. You're my soul's complete desire. Oh, sunny one, so true, I love you. Sunny, thank you for the truth you've let me see. Sunny, thank you for the facts from A to Z. My life was torn like wind-blown sand, and a rock was formed when we held hands. Oh, sunny, sunny, oh, sunny.
Marilyn, that gown, is that, that's got to be Bob
Is Bob Mackey.
Mackey?
And the coat was ostrich lined in sequins, and I still have it.
You still have it?
Yeah. It's molting.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Marilyn King, Jukebox Saturday Night. This was, you were performing at this wonderful place.
It was a little tiny resort town north of Sacramento called Paradise, and it's like an hour and a half north of Sacramento, but it's buttes and it's canyons like the Grand Canyon, only with pine trees. And they're a very artsy town, big mansions, and people come from all over, and it's a beautiful little theater, and it was just marvelous, an 18-piece orchestra.
When your sisters, when you were all together in the dressing rooms before you're going on,
Dear.
what was it? A lot of chattering around, carrying on?
Oh, it was so
or
bad
just-
that we finally asked if we could have separate dressing rooms.
Really? You did?
Yeah, the only time we would fight was when we were working.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the Everly Brothers, Phil and Don, same
Socially,
thing.
we got along great. But,
Did you guys used to go out a lot? No.
oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Togetherness?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We were each other's
thought
best
you might
friends.
just do your show
Oh,
and just
no,
go-
no,
no?
no. We did everything. We went to dinner. We have parties. Our husbands all got along with each
Now,
other.
who did you marry, darling?
Well, I've been married 3 times.
You've been married 3 times?
Yes, they all
Okay.
died.
They all died?
I didn't kill them. no.
Really?
I was married
This is
to
one of them. I
Kent
think.
Larson. Right here, I'll show you
Here,
where
I
he is.
love, yeah, I just see it back here.
He was the lead trombone with Stan Kenton, and then he was the
This
King
one right here?
No, that's Bob Clark,
Bob Clark.
Alice's husband, the actor.
Oh, okay.
This is Kent.
That's your husband, huh?
Yeah, he
It was one of
he
them
was
right
a record producer at Capitol. He produced Steve Martin,
there. Uh-huh.
and
Good-looking guy.
he sang great. And
So
he,
Jennifer, your daughter, Jennifer, is this father of this one?
That's right.
I see.
And then Suzanne and Adam were
And-
from my first husband.
First husband. Who was your first husband?
Howard Lloyd, he was in the films. He was actually sold the reruns, the first reruns off of all the major television shows,
Right,
syndication.
How about your children?
And
Any
then,
of- go
then
ahead.
I married Dalton Smith after Kent died. And Dalton Smith was the lead trumpet player with Stan Kenton,
Mm-hmm.
and studio musician.
You love jazz, don't you?
I do. I
Jazz
still sing
is,
it.
that's I know you do. You worked the Catalina. This is when you were just at the Catalina here in
I
Hollywood.
was doing a tribute to the
With
King
your
sisters,
daughters.
with
Look.
2 of my daughters, and Susanna and Jenny, and Sue Allen, who is a studio wonderful singer, sang with the Pied Pipers at every
You
movie.
seem
you've ever-
happy on stage.
Oh,
You
we
are
have fun.
You're happy, aren't you, Marilyn?
Yeah, I'm a
When you're
happy-
on that stage, yeah, you're a happy lady anyway.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'm going to be at doing jazz next week.
How many grandchildren? Where next week?
I'll be at
Oh, this at
Baroni's,
Baroni's in the
Sherman
Valley.
Oaks.
Sherman. That room is picking up a lot of great entertainers. Jazz.
Well, it's a new room. It's
Uh-huh.
the old restaurant, but they moved to a new location there at Woodman and Oxnard. And it's been open since, I think, the first of the year.
That guy who's playing for you is
Ed Vodica. He's
Ed Vodica?
marvelous. He's from Chicago. He was a child genius on the pipe organ. And in fact, he plays at the El Capitan once
Here
a
in
week.
Hollywood?
Yep. And he's a great jazz player. And he played for Anita O'Day and all the
We
big
just
artists.
lost Anita O'Day,
know.
and she was one of the greats. I've interviewed her several times.
I used to imitate her.
Did you?
In fact, on my CD.
This is your CD,
Uh-huh.
and it's out now.
Solo
and
Flight.
it's called Solo Fight, huh? Flight?
Yep. And you can get that on my web, which is
Yeah,
www.
well, we don't have to say it. We just can't do it right
we
here.
can't? All
No,
right.
but we can get it.
Yeah.
Marilyn King, I want to know one thing about you as a jazz singer. You like jazz, you swing, but jazz is your main thing, isn't it?
It's my love. My father did teach classical piano
Right.
and voice.
Right.
And my brother brought me home Ella Fitzgerald and the Anita O'Day records and June Christie and Stan Kenton.
Right.
So I got confused and I started singing everything. So I started doing impressions. That's the only way I could get a solo with the King
You
Sisters.
do impressions, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah. And
That's
on my
right.
CD, I do Anita O'Day, I do Ethel Merman, Carol Channing, Louis Armstrong, Judy Garland,
Really?
and Sarah
Judy
Vaughan.
Garland? Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan is a very difficult one to do, darling.
I love her.
She's great, isn't she?
So I really didn't discover who I was until after I had sung with the King Sisters for many years.
Right.
And I finally started singing like me, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm singing the tunes that I love, and I learned from a wonderful pianist, Dick Shreve. Sing something that thrills you, and then you will thrill the audience.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is your family.
This
is your grandchildren.
My 7 grandchildren.
7 grandchildren. Can we get a close-up of that real good? If you
They're
can?
all gorgeous.
Look how cute they are. They're really the King's family, huh? A Maryland King's family.
Yeah.
Are they all talented, did you say?
All talented. They all play instruments, all sing. And they're athletes, too.
That's great. Marilyn King, you brought another clip. Who is this clip about?
Well, this clip is, I had my own TV show for a while on Metro Media.
Right.
And this is I'm Shy from Once Upon a Mattress, the song that made Carol Burnett famous.
Famous, right.
So this is my little rendition
I saw it on Broadway.
Of I'm Shy.
Okay, good. That's it.
All right.
Got mine. I've always been shy. I'm shy. I confess it. I'm shy. Can you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy? And you can be sure, way down deep, I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. You know, I can remember my first date. It was so ridiculous, I did everything wrong. Now, this is my boyfriend, and we're gonna go over to the restaurant, and the waiter will be over there. So come on, follow me, watch. It's just ridiculous.
Let it go.
Let it
Oh,
go.
I missed the striptease.
Well, you missed the striptease.
I do a striptease.
I want to say the striptease.
You gotta,
then
you gotta
can we
go
continue?
back.
No. No.
As I am, my chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I can do is try, try, try.
Much too shy to be in a crowd. I'm much too shy to wear anything loud. My bashfulness I just can't lose. Blush when I wear open-toed shoes. I find it very rude and uncouth when people speak of the naked truth. I'm too introverted for people to see. Hey, What am I doing on your knee, Uncle Albino? I'm much too shy. I'm so frightened and shy. And despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy.
Okay, that's it. Wow.
Of course, that was Alex Plauchert in my outfit doing the cartwheels across the street.
That was at the Merv Griffith Theater?
Yeah, on Vine.
On Vine. I see. I thought it was the...
He was a stunt man, so that's... they didn't even get a cop to clear the traffic. He just went in front of the traffic.
Oh, my God. Tell me about the King Sisters. What year when they retired, actually, all of them?
Well...
because I know you continued on, but what
well,
year?
I believe it was 1986. We did a tour back in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about the last time. We did a big tour in 1984 all over the United States. But Vonnie and Alice decided they didn't want to sing anymore, so Louise brought in my daughter Jenny, who was only 18, and Sue Allen, and we did this big tour.
Remember that wonderful supper club in Palm Springs? There was that wonderful supper club. I'm sure you've worked it.
I do, but I can't remember the name.
It'll come to me, but that was my favorite.
We worked the Copa.
The Copa, yeah.
In New York, and all, of course, Vegas and Tahoe.
You did all of them, right?
We did everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. And working with Ray Anthony, working with Harry James's band.
Les Brown.
Tell me, Les Brown, all these great bands. Harry James, first of all, tell me.
Well, I dated Harry for 1 year.
You did? Where was Betty Grable?
She passed away.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay, after.
Yes.
He liked blondes anyway, didn't he?
Yes, and Phil Harris introduced us, and he was just a marvelous man. He sent me flowers and took me to lovely restaurants, and it was really
James?
fun. Harry James,
Yeah, he was.
He was a sweet guy.
And I love this other Phil Harris guy. Is he funny?
Yeah, I told you what I should have said at Anita O'Day's memorial.
Yeah, we went to the Anita O'Day's thing, right.
Phil Harris told me, he said, you know, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself.
The way he was carried on, right.
Yeah. And I got to sing with Les Brown and Freddie Martin for a while.
Freddie Martin.
I had a crush on Merv Griffin before I knew he was gay.
Was he gay? I don't know. Is he?
Yeah,
they
I
say
think
he is.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
Well, I had a crush.
I didn't say it. Marilyn
I had
King
a
said
crush
it.
on Rock Hudson, too, so what do I know?
Well, that everybody knows, darling. Marilyn King, you are just a great lady, and I love you. What's exciting right now in your life? What you're going to be doing?
Well,
you're always working.
I'm always working, and I love it. I have to get my... There used to be Save On Drugstore. I don't know what it
They're
is
around
now.
the corner, darling.
Yeah.
And I hope he's back.
I'm going to be at doing a salute to Glenn Miller and Jean Krupa with a big orchestra and a lot of stars.
Where is that going to be?
That's going to be at the Norris Theater in Rolling Hills, which is near Palos Verdes, January 20th. March 4th, I'm going to be at the Civic Arts Plaza in Thousand Oaks with Gary Collins and Marianne Mobley.
I
and
love those two people.
The Modernaires and Butch Stone.
Where's that going to be?
That's Thousand Oaks.
I mean, what
March
day?
4th.
March, I'm going to recode that. I love Mary.
And March 7th, I'm going to be in Palm Desert at the McCallum Theater with
That's another great.
Salute to Glenn Miller and big band vocalist with Ed McMahon.
Still around.
The Modernaires, Butch Stone, Mary Lou Metzger, Tex Beneke. March 4th, I'm going to be with the Lennon Sisters and Friends in Escondido at the Center for Arts with the Ink Spots and Bobby and Elaine. And April 1st, I'm going to be with the Lennon Sisters and Friends at Citrus College, Howe Performing Arts Center, and on and on.
Well, you got a lot there. What is, looking back, what has been the hardest for Marilyn King?
Well, the loss of two husbands that I loved very dearly. As I said, I didn't kill them.
Right. You did love them both.
I did. And just continuing performing while we were on television. All of my children were on the show with us. So when we would tour, when we weren't doing television,
Right.
we would travel on a bus with the King family and do concerts all over the United States. But we'd have to take a babysitter, a California Board of Education teacher,
right.
and the kids had to go to school on the bus. And that was hard, packing up
Yeah,
3
yeah.
kids. I had to take a nanny with me and a babysitter.
Would you do it the same way again now, Marilyn?
sure.
You would?
Oh, yeah. We stopped at every wonderful museum. We stopped and had picnics in
Great
a
education.
creek.
Right. You
A
had fun.
creek and somewhere in Arkansas it said, do not enter. And so we took the sign down and drove the bus up by the
Picnic
river.
And a picnic, and I love it.
We went and got ribs downtown, some little town in Tennessee. And they opened up Niagara Falls for us, turned the lights on at 2 a.m. We woke up all the little kids and said, come on, we're going to see the
Oh,
falls.
how great.
We really had a
So
wonderful
you
time.
enjoyed your life about a book. Come on.
I'm writing it now.
You're writing it?
I'm 10 years I've been writing it.
But you got to do it now, Marilyn.
I know.
It's got to go out there now because it's people
Well,
say
Daddy-
they're writing it, and just.
Daddy was a gypsy. He would take us camping at the drop of a hat. He'd say, come on, we're going to the mountains.
Can I hear that music? I love to hear that music while the credits are rolling. Not the picture. Is it a picture or
No,
just?
it's me
it's-
live at Catalina's
Oh,
Bar
at the
and
Catalina
Grill.
Bar and
just
Grill?
recently. Yes.
Okay, just show it if you want to show it. Go ahead. If you can.
Hi, kids. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear music when I look at you, a beautiful thing from every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I feel it start, then melt away. I hear music when I touch your hand, a beautiful melody from some enchantment